Hi everybody, this is going to be a very short recording just introducing you to the reflection essay. I know that you don't have a draft of this that you submit. This is just a sort of a one and done assignment, but I thought at least I'd talk about it for a couple of minutes to maybe contextualize it a little bit for you. What you see here on the screen is the assignment description that can be found in the folder for the assignment. If you go into the table of contents and go to week 8, you'll see this at the very bottom. Okay, and this is due Sunday night, so it's due in a couple of days. And I'm doing my best. I want to get all of your feedback of your cause-effect paper to you today. And I realize if you choose option 2, the work that you do for the cause-effect paper, you need that from me. So I'm going to get that done by today. These are the most, cause-effect papers are the most complex papers that I grade, and it takes me a while. So hang in there, and I'm almost done. I only have a couple more to go. Okay, so the summary of this assignment is reflect on the work that you've done, either across the entirety of the class or in the cause or effect essay. Consider how successfully you feel you've completed the work and how the skills and strategies you've learned in completing this work will help you in your future studies. Now, no, this is a short paper, not a one-pager, but it's probably 2 to 3 pages. 800 to 1,000 words is around 2.5 to 3 pages. APA format required, please. You don't need outside sources, but you do want to clearly name. So if you're taking option 1 where you're talking about the whole class, you could say in my first paper or in my week 2 discussion board. So you don't have to have references, but you have to label which actual assignments you're talking about, okay? If you do end up referring to outside content, maybe you used a website that helped you work on some grammar issues, or you were talking about some of your research from the library databases, then by all means, you can repeat any of the sources. If you name them again in this paper, you can just borrow them from your previous works cited, okay? Outcomes. The goal is to inform your audience about your learning experience, form unified, coherent, and well-supported paragraphs, and that includes the framework of introduction paragraph with a thesis, then body paragraphs of evidence, and then a conclusion where you tie it all off, okay? So in more detail, we've got option 1 and option 2. This is a traditional academic essay, but you've done all of the work. You're sort of data mining your experience here. Tell us where you feel you started at the beginning of the class, and if you feel that you've gotten anything from the work, your engagements with your classmates, my feedback, so on and so forth, okay? The hint here is to think of your thesis as a then and now proposition. At the beginning I was here, now I'm here, okay? Discuss where and why you got these skills. Remember, I mean, you can talk about the quizzes, you could talk about assigned readings, you can talk about these videos, you can talk about the conversations maybe you've had in chat or email with one of your classmates. You could talk about our phone conferences if you participated in any of those. All right, what I'm looking for is to see how you apply the writing process and how you reflect on your own writing processes, right? And you follow various rhetorical patterns. There are different processes that you put in place for when you do like a discussion board post to when you are working on a draft, and then when you go from draft to final. So there's a lot of material for you to mine here. Just depends on what you want to focus on. Obviously, accurate grammar mechanics are so important in a college setting. So since this is a shorter paper, you don't have as much to check, but you've got to read these texts out loud and go through them and take your time. Okay, so in conclusion, consider the skills you're taking from this class and moving forward into upcoming classes, right? I skipped over a little bit of option 1, but I feel like it's fairly self-explanatory. You can always reach out to me if you have questions today and tomorrow until 4 p.m., okay, Eastern Standard Time. Now, option 2. I got to knock out my final feedback, so again, this recording is going to be pretty short, but look at your research process that you've put together for the cause-effect essay. Look at the feedback you got on draft. Did you even submit a draft? Some people did. Most people did. A few people didn't. How much time you took going over the feedback. How much time you spent in the library databases versus Google searching. There's how you developed your body paragraphs. There's a lot that you could do here. Okay. Your thesis could be my research essay turned out successfully, or I struggled because. Right? And that's a thesis statement because you're making an argument there. Okay, describe and analyze the following in the body of your essay. Your topic, why you chose it, how you made research material decisions, and how your process worked out as you went through those iterations or those steps. Okay? What will you take forward in your conclusion to your next class? That would be interesting. Now, point of view. You're welcome to use first person. Please don't use second. That's you use. That's one of my pet peeves as a professor. You probably know that by now. But because you're reflecting on your own work, I and me is fine, but you don't say we and us. When we write, no, you're actually talking about your own specific. So if I was talking about my writing, when I write, okay? APA style here, you don't need an abstract. But if you want revision help and you've got some notes and you want to talk to me about it, by all means, give me a call. Okay? I wish you great luck on this assignment, and I look forward to your discussions in this starting tomorrow. Okay? But this actual assignment's due on Sunday night before midnight. Okay?